Right, so welcome back folks, part 2 on this caravan repair job where we had a leak coming in from the top corner and it was running down here. It's soaked all our wallboard and it actually rotted out our floor, as you may remember in part 1. If you haven't seen that, go check that out, where this floor, you could actually put your foot on it and you'd go through it. The board was just like mush. So remember in the last video, I got this floor cut out to where it needs to be, and I've just left this down here while I've been away. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift this floor up today, and I'm going to paint the underside with a weatherproofing paint just to protect it from the elements underneath, just to give it a bit more protection. Well, I've took the whole sheet off now because it'll be silly trying to join that, because I'll never get a straight perfect edge with a join in between them. So what I've done is I took the whole sheet off back to the joining strip there, and that's near enough a whole sheet there, so I'd only have to skim a little bit off the edge of that, so it'll make a nice tidier job of that. We're not going to have a join coming down here, we're just going to have one full sheet, so hopefully it'll look like a factory finish again. So I'm just going to lift this board up now, and I just left this down just to keep the elements out. So as you can see, that's our old floor joist there. That's all solid, that joist. I will be sticking a batten in just along here just to support this, because there's no actual support there. Although it is still solid, I'm just going to put a bit of a batten half under this side and half under this side, and that will just support that. And I think that'll be it, because the rest of it is solid to walk on. I've had to go up and down it. There's no spring or nothing in the bouts. There wasn't no extra struts in there, so obviously doesn't need it. And to say the board is nice and thick. So what we'll do now is I'm just going to head outside. I don't know if I'll be taking you out there because it's really windy out here today, and get that underside painted. And I'll be using the bitumen paint, and as you can see there, a general purpose bitumen paint for the waterproofing and protection of many building materials. So I'm going to give that a covering on the back of our sheet. If we can get this floor all down today and hopefully get the wall back up. This is all fully dried out now, lovely and bone dry. I did treat that timber last time I was here, so that's all been done. It's really dried out well, this has now. I'm really happy with that. A few people did mention about the drain pipe outside, about it being blocked up, that I should change it. It's not actually blocked up, I've actually checked it. It is all clear. So we are clear along there. Hopefully that fix now on the outside has sorted that issue out. I say we've had a bit of rain, and it's bone dry in here now, so I'm really happy with how this is turning out. So I'm just going to go ahead now, paint the back of this board, get it protected, and then hopefully we can start getting that down, and I will get a little noggin cut in there just to protect the weight of that as well. So yeah, there's not really any flex in it, but while we've got it open, let's do it properly. Right guys, I've decided I'm going to do the bitumen painting inside. It's too windy out there, so I've got the paint protector open. It's just like a black hammerite paint, this is. So I thought I'd just do it in here. Makes life a lot easier, and then when it's painted we can flip it over. So I've got the window open for a bit of ventilation, although this doesn't smell, this stuff, really. So it's really thick, this. It's like a tar. So make sure you get right up to the edges. And also I will dab the sides as well. Don't be shy putting this on. Yeah, it's like a really thick hammerite, this is. Right, so there we go. As you can see, we've got a nice finish all the way over that. It's like a gloss finish, and it's quite warm in here because we've got the sun beaming straight through that window, so it's warming this little room up really nice. So I'm just going to leave that to dry for 15 minutes while I have my cup of tea, and then that will be about touch dry. So when that's done, we'll come back in, we'll flip that back over and hopefully get that fitted down then. I'll just quickly show you. There's my new little plinth I put in there, look, as well, to support this board here, and this board will rest on it as well, just to give it a bit of support. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. So I'm just going to leave this now for 15 minutes or so. I'll just have a cup of tea and we'll come back. We'll flip that over and we'll get it fitted down, and hopefully we can start going up with the wall then as well. So right there folks, so this has had about half hour to dry. I did get a bit of heat in here. Chris has got a gas fire, so I did have that on for about 15 minutes running with the door closed. So it's dried off pretty nice. It's got a nice, it still looks wet on camera because it's all shiny, so it's just a nice gloss finish on this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to lift it up, because we can flip it over then. And the old RAF planes are out today, so you might hear them in the background in a minute because they're going over doing their practice training. So just going to let that fall down now. Alright, so I'm just going to get this end lifted. Get that up there like that. Give that a tap down. There we go. So that's fully treated now, underside. So what we can do is we can go ahead and get some screws in it now and get that secured down. Right guys, so there we go. That's all fully screwed down now, and it's made a lovely job of that. It's totally solid. Really happy with how that's turned out there. So I'll probably get the wall measured up now. We're really cracking on with this actually. So this could really be done in a day if you've got everything on site that you need. I've sourced all this plywood and wood materials from a local timber merchant, Green Barn Timbers. They're in North Kyne, Lincolnshire, so fantastic. Got everything you need in stock there and then. You ain't got to wait about messing about. You could just drive down there and you get it straight in your van, not a problem at all. I think they do a delivery service as well. So if you are in the Lincolnshire area and you do have any timber that you need, check them out. I'll leave a link for their website down below. I don't know if they do long distance shipping. I'm not too sure. You have to check that out on the website yourself or just give them a call. But they do everything down there. You're looking at about £5 cheaper than you would be if you was going to your big stores like B&Q, Wickes and all that sort of stuff. So stick to your local little businesses. Family run business. They're friendly people down there. Always got what you want in, as I say. Everything. Not just wood. They do other stuff. Tin sheet roofing, fiberglass roofing stuff. Everything you need basically. It's a one-stop sort of shop. And they probably do all your concrete mixes as well, so if you need some bags of concrete for your posts and all that, I'm sure you can get it all down there. Artificial grass, it's all down there. It's always good to support your little local businesses rather than your big chains, so go and check them out. I'm going to have a quick measure up now of this wall, see if we can get this last sheet of panel cut to size, and that'll be this room pretty much wrapped up then. All that we need to be doing is putting the carpet down, and it's going to need a bit of a decorating here because obviously that wall's going to be just plywood colour, where this is all papered and all that. So It's going to want a bit of a lick of paint around it. I'll see what Chris wants to do. Maybe we might do it for him, who knows. If we do, we might bring a little video to it for you, and then you'll be able to see the final product where we finish painting this. And knowing Chris, it'll be a bright leery colour. He likes these bright colours, so yeah, it could be like an orange or something with Chris, you never know. Bright green, bright orange, yellows and all that sort of stuff. I'll stop waffling on. I'll get this other piece measured out and cut. It's nearly a 8x4 sheet. I've just got to take a bit off the edge for getting it in there. But otherwise, yeah, I'm really happy with that. There's no point putting the carpet back down permanently yet, because I say it's going to need a bit of a decorating here, a bit of liquor paint. So right guys, as you can see, I've got the insulation all back in now. I've cut the little socket there for the plug socket. I've took the face of it off, so I'm going to pop that through and put the face of the socket back on, and then we can go around and start nipping this up round the frame. And with that, we've just got some little tacks. I haven't got the staples, so I'm going down the tack route. Once that's done, we're pretty much done here for today then it's just a matter of having a clear up, getting rid of all the old rubbish. I might just lay the carpet in here for now. So I won't put the underlay down because it's not very nice, the underlay, so it's up to Chris if he wants to what he wants to do about the underlay. Yeah, I will keep the underlay if he wants to put it back down. If not, we'll have to get another piece. Again, underlay is not a lot for a small room like this. You're looking at an offcut, so it'll be very cheap to replace it. That's what I would recommend. And once that's done, we can hopefully get a bit of paint in here. Let me just put this on. I'm not going to record the electrical side of it because I don't want people copying me what I do. If you don't know about electrics, please get someone that does. So let me just get this up and I'll come back to you when we're going to start stapling this sheet up to the wall. Right folks, I don't know if you agree, I think I made the right decision putting a whole new sheet in here rather than trying to join up two sheets. So I've got to tack it up now. As you can see, I've put the plug socket back on, and I've actually put it back on straight because the last time I took it off, it was on the wonk. So if we're going to do it right. So that's back on straight, all fully fixed up. Power's back on. So all I've got to do now is just go round and tack this up. You can see it's a nice good tight fit there. So just literally tack it up, and when it's finished, I don't know if you can see on the floor there, I've just filled that little hole in there with tiger seal just to keep any debris out or rodents, anything, just so nothing can get in there. So that's all fully tight. And probably when it's done, if I've got enough tiger seal left, I'll probably just run a nice bead of it just in this little joint down here, and that will just finish this job off nice and perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead now, put a few tacks in, and I did actually just mark on the walls with a bit of pencil where the beams are. So I do know where to go in with the tacks, because otherwise you're not going to know where you're putting in. So and just bear in mind, don't get too long tacks because you come out the other side again. So there's a line there, we've got a line here. And regarding that trim, I've still got a bit of that trim left that was on here, but there was only sections of it because there was bits missing, obviously, where the built-in furniture was. So Chris might want to get a new piece of that, or he might just be happy to leave it like that. I say he doesn't want to spend hundreds of pounds on this. It is an old Caravan at the end of the day. He just wants it so it's livable when he's here. So that's just a cosmetic thing. Chris normally sticks all these banners up on the wall anyway, so you probably won't see it anyway. So bearing in mind we've got the electric there, so we're going to just step to the left of that. We know where the cables are, they run directly above that, so we're just going to come across just like that, look. So I'm just going to make a bit more racket. I'll stick you on time lapse and I'll come back to you once we've got this finished. Right there folks, that is all the woodwork done now. So this is part 2, come to an end. I've just spoke to Chris. We're going to get a bit of paint. He maybe go for a white colour again because he does his videos and he wants it bright. So might be a yellow or white or something bright anyway. He does like the bright colours. So yeah, I'm just going to leave this now. I'll bring you in quickly and I'll show you around. So as you can see now, all that dead wood's cut out. Little stain there. That's nothing. No, it's still solid, that bit of wood there. So yeah, we've done really well on this. So I'm not going to stick the carpet back down yet because we do want to paint the walls, so it'll be easier just to paint them with the carpet up, and we're going to get a new bit of underlay. I say underlay should be about 20 quid if that. So yeah, we'll have to take his backdrops down because we'll paint the whole room. It's not just point painting that bit. If we're going to do it, we'll freshen the whole room up, and that'll be a nice little job done then. So we might have to get a bit more gripper just to put around there, just for the carpet. The other stuff was no good, totally rotten. And yeah, so this is now all nice and watertight. We had it open for 2 weeks since I've done the last part of this, just nearly 2 weeks it was. Definitely bone dry. We've had quite a lot of rain in a couple of them days and nothing's coming at all. Really happy with that. Made a lovely job of that. I say I'm not sure what we'll do with this yet, if we'll get a new bit of trim, or we can just paint that as it is. So you'll have to let me know if you want to do a part 3 on this where we decorate it out and put the carpet back down. Let me know in the comments. It might be a bit of a boring video for you, but we can always stick a bit of footage in with me. We'll take the curtains down, we'll get the paint on the wall. Basically we'll see what the end result is once it's fully finished. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. If you also don't forget to check out the Amazon wishlist down below. All the stuff on there goes towards the channel, of helping to run the channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you about.